Hi, welcome back to another video with subpar lighting. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Skylar, or you can call me Sky, whichever one you want. Today I'm going to see Ariana Grande in concert. I am an Ariana Grande superfan. Insert the clip of Kris Jenner saying that.
I am one of Ariana Grande's superfans.
Because that is me. I am her, she is me. I am Kris, Kris is, you get what I'm saying? Okay guys, so let me explain to you what's going on today. I'm about to do my makeup. This is gonna be a get ready with me and a vlog of me going to go see Ariana. I freaking love that woman so much. My best friend Mercedes, which you're gonna meet today, got me tickets for my birthday in December to go see her. So it was really such a great surprise, and I am so excited to go. So this should be fun. I'm about to get ready and probably just like talk about random stuff because like this is not really a tutorial. I have a really bad habit of cussing and I need to stop because just in case any children watch my videos, I don't want them to cuss. So I really need to stick to a schedule here, but I am notoriously, I wouldn't say I'm late, I would just say I'm always running right on time / a few minutes late. Like some people are like late, like I'm just like late, but like only by a few minutes, you know? So like it's not that bad, but it's just such a weird paradox because I'm late to everything and I hate being late. So it's just like, when am I gonna learn my lesson? Probably never. Maybe when I'm in my 30s, I don't know. You guys, I don't know what to talk about. What should I talk about? Oh my gosh, you guys. I have not always been an Ariana stan. Was never not a fan. Like, I'd never disliked her, but I was never a stan until Sweetener. And you're probably like, bro, what? But to be quite honest, like in high school, my music taste was subpar at best. Like, I didn't really listen to music that wasn't on the radio. And that went for like rap and also for pop as well. But when I was around 18, I started to develop a hatred for pop. Like, absolutely hated it, minus like a couple artists. So I kind of just like ruled out pop completely. Just because like I just don't like the way pop sounds now. But Ariana doesn't sound like the other pop on the radio to me. Like, she's just literally amazing. Like, I just love her music so much. And it's just crazy. Like, I really love her. And I cannot wait to hear these vocals, honey. But yeah, I basically started becoming a stan in Sweetener. That's when that album dropped. It was, oh, it just brings back so many memories for me because it dropped the night, I guess it was the day because it was midnight, but it dropped at midnight of the day that I was moving in for my sophomore year of college. And so like I remember driving to Raleigh from Greensboro and just like listening to that album with my mom. And I swear like the first 2 months after that album dropped, that's like all I would listen to. Cause like I really love that album. It's so good. And it was just like all about love and just new beginnings, and I just really love Sweetener. It's such a nostalgic album for me listening to it. And then she freaking dropped Thank You Next like literally right after that, which was like insane. Like, that girl really is amazing. And then ever since then I became a full-blown stan. I hope one day I can freaking meet her and be friends with her and just tell her how much I love her and whatnot, you know? Just fangirl things. I kind of want to be surprised by the set, but also kind of want to look it up just to see, because I'm nosy. So I probably will do that eventually, some point during the timeline. I feel like most of the set is going to be Sweetener and Thank You Next, and then some throwbacks. So we'll see what happens. Being in the same vicinity as AG, as Ari, like, bro. Let's talk about favorite YouTubers right now. Do you want to hear mine?
Well, I'm gonna tell you anyway.
Okay, so my favorite YouTubers right now are Lorray. If you don't watch Lorray, you really should. He is so freaking funny. Like, it doesn't even make any sense how you can be that funny. But, like, his videos are, like, freaking crack to me. Like, whenever he posts a video, I'm like, bro, we eating tonight. Larri. That's me. I wish that he would post more. Like, I get it. I get it. Like, you have a life, you know? But, like, I really love his videos. They're so funny. How I found him was through his Roblox videos. Amazing. Like, actually amazing. I'm so overexposed, but, like, that's okay. It's not. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love makeup. But sometimes I wish that I could create a look and then, like, scan it into a computer. And then when I want to put it on my face, just, like, scan it back on there. So I don't have to do it. And, like, only have to do my makeup when I feel like doing it, you know? Because, like, right now, I just don't want to do it. Like, I just really want to go get coffee and get on the road and listen to some freaking Ariana Grande and be a bad bitch without having to do my makeup or my hair, to be honest, because I really don't like doing my hair either. And, like, that is really just the tea. But, like, we just can't do that, can we? Because if we did that, then this entire industry, makeup industry, would be out of business. Unless you paid. Unless you did someone's makeup and they could scan it in whenever they felt like it. And then every time you did that, you would have to pay whoever did the makeup the first time for, like, doing that, you know what I mean? Wouldn't that be a cool concept? Okay, I never finished what I was saying about my favorite YouTubers. Okay, so my favorite, obviously I said, is Lorray. And then I also love Tana Mojo. If Tana Mojo is, like, one of those people who, like, you either, like, love her or you hate her. And I just love her. And, like, people hate on her or whatever, but, like, she get to the bag, you dig. And you can't even be that, you know? And I'm really excited for her TV show. I also love, who do I love? Emma Chamberlain, Shameless, just, like, I really do love her. Like, people are now starting to, like, hate on her, I feel like, because, like, they're like, oh, like, she's too mainstream, like, I don't want to watch her anymore. I'm not gonna hide it, I watch her videos, I think she's funny. I like her videos, I like her personality. And that's the tea on that. Tati, if I ever met her, I think I would actually cry. Her energy is so beautiful to me, and I liked her before all the drama, and, like, I just still love her. Like, please, I don't want to do this anymore. I've already, you know what, let's just vent. I've already had a bad day, and I'm tired of it. Like, I just don't know why. I keep having bad days, and I don't know if it's, like, my karma for something, or, like, what's going on, if this is just, like, for me to grow as a person. I don't know, but I can't deal with any more just, like, little tedious things that piss me off. Maybe it's just my own headspace, you know? Maybe it's just me that's really doing this. I honestly could not freaking tell you. But I failed a test today. Well, I didn't fail it today, but I failed it last week. But it really wasn't my fault. Listen to this. So, I'm taking Physics 151. I am a textiles major. I'm a fashion and textiles major, to be more specific. And I have to take physics. Why? Because my degree is a bachelor's of science. And so apparently physics is needed for that. I still don't understand, but, like, that's out of my control. So either way, I have to take it. Either way, I have to take it. You know, there's not really an option for me. Exponentially harder at state than it is at a community college. Not to say that physics it's gonna be hard. You know, like, it's gonna be hard, because I don't know a thing about physics. But listen to this tomfoolery. My professor, we go in to take our first test, right? Sit down, get our test. It's 10 questions. Mind you, this man told us that it was going to be 20 multiple choice questions and, 3 to 5 free response. But we get it, and it is 10 free response questions, and we're all just kind of like, what? We're all just very confused about what is going on. And start doing the problems, and they are just unnecessarily hard. Like, I've gone through 6 questions, and I've maybe completed 1, and, like, not even probably correct. Did I do it right? So I'm just thinking, you know, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna be down bad after this test. Like, it's just gonna happen, and like, you know, I'm extremely frustrated because I've never seen any of these problems before. About 30 minutes into our test, somebody raises their hand and says, "Are we supposed to be taking the Physics 251 test?" This man has a doctorate degree in physics. We've been taking this class for a month now. He gave us the Physics 2 test, and we are Physics 1. So that happened. So my mind, this just broke. Like, what? My mind is just blown at the ignorance that I just have experienced. Taking a completely incorrect test for 30 minutes, literally panicking, thinking I'm going to fail. And then, guess what? He still makes us take the real test. Isn't that fun? And like, at this point, I'm just so done with taking this test regardless that I don't even want to take it anymore, you know? So, needless to say, I ran out of time. I'm a very, very slow test taker. That's just who I am, okay? I came out of that test so freaking mad. I don't know, I haven't been that mad, and like, I don't even know if I ever have been that mad. And I failed the test. I got a 59. I just think that's not acceptable to do that. I just don't know how you can be that stupid to give me the wrong test. I just don't know. And Dr. So-and-so, if you're watching this, or if anybody's watching this who has had him, I'm sorry, but you should know better. You have a degree in physics, and you gave us the wrong test, and I paid the price because you made a mistake. So then he comes in today, literally talking about he's so disappointed in us, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, I'm disappointed in you, in the fact that you completely don't know how to give a correct test. Like who in the hell? Like, you don't have anybody to blame but yourself, like, to be quite honest. So yeah, I got my test back today, and I failed it. I don't feel bad because I don't think it was really my fault. I really don't. Do I think if I would have had another day to study or whatever, like, to get my mind right, would I have done, like, amazingly better? Absolutely not. But I probably would have done 10 points better, which would have been a 69 instead of a 59. But to be honest, I'll figure it out. You know what? Let me give some insight about life, guys. If it is not going to be pertinent in 5 years, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, don't worry about it. Yes, you should be concerned about some things, but like overstressing yourself about stuff that in the long run really does not matter at all, it's just not worth it. If you can't control it, you've done all that you could do, whatever, even if you didn't. So I'm done stressing about stuff that I can't control. And that's the tea. And you should too. Alright, let me make myself prettier. And let me read these questions. So if you haven't checked out my Bella video already, you really should. I don't really like to plug my videos that much, just because I think if you want to watch something or you want to do something, you honestly just will. And like, that's just the tea. Like, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna just say it. Nobody who ever said subscribe, put your notification things on, whatever, I have never been influenced to do any of those things by someone saying it in a YouTube video. I do it because I want to. Like, I get it. Like, I think you should want to, like, do that. But, like, at this point, I'm just not going to do that right now. Because, like, if you're going to subscribe, if you're going to like my video, comment, plug my video, you're going to. You know? But, like, go watch that one. That's, like, one of my favorite videos that I've done so far. And so if you want to watch it, go watch it. You know, just do you. Just do you. But if you want to support me, I really appreciate that so much. But I'm going to go to the questions that some of my folks just said on my Instagram. See, like, we're getting somewhere. I look bronzed. There's that. Okay. So say. I only have 2 right now, but thank you to the people who submitted them. The first person, also I want to say this, I know that I don't have a following that's very big, very large, and like that's okay with me. I really just want to do this because I think it's fun and I like to talk to people, and if you know me personally, you know I will literally talk to a wall. So I just love to talk. If I can like reach people, make them happy, give them some insight, whatever, then that makes me happy. But I do want to say that my friend Bella, she's on YouTube. I don't know, I'll link her channel name up here. I'm pretty sure it's just Isabella Goria. I don't know, but subscribe to her and go check her videos out and be part of the Goria gang. That's what she calls her subscribers. She is such a sweet person and she's so dedicated to YouTube, and she has always supported me even though like she has way more of a platform and a following than I do, and I really appreciate that so much. So thank you, Bella, like if you're watching this video. Thank you so much for always supporting me. I really appreciate it. And she asked me a question. She said, when did you stop caring about what others think, or did you ever care? I did care. Let's get one thing straight. That's a great question. I love answering stuff like this. She also suggested for me to do this really great advice video, which I probably will end up doing because it was just such a good idea. But I used to care. Trust me on that. And I still do care a lot about what people think, but not as much anymore. So I will say this. Growing up, I was very insecure about myself in all aspects. The way that I looked, the person that I was like on the inside, all of that. I was very, very insecure, and part of that is because people were just not nice. And that is just the really shitty thing about life, is that people are just not nice sometimes. And that there's just not really any way to get around that. Like, that is something that I had to deal with, and I know a lot of people have to deal with. It's just like getting to the point where you just don't even listen to what the mean people are saying about you. But growing up, I was always very insecure, very much a people pleaser because I wanted people to like me, and yet they still did not like me. But I will say that, you know, it was so hard going through that. But it made me such a good person, such a great person. And, like, I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, apologize for saying that, because, like, at the end of the day, I know my heart, I know I'm not perfect, but I'm a very kind-hearted, a very giving person, and that was just the person I've become because of my experiences and everything like that. And going through the things that I went through growing up, it really taught me to just like be kind. And like, I'm not always kind 100% of the time, but I try to be. And you know, like, it's just, that has taught me so much, is that kindness gets you so much farther in life than being rude or hurting people or being mean or just like walking all over people. That gets you nowhere in the long run. And I don't know how people live with themselves, like, by treating people in that way. But really, my philosophy with life is honestly, what comes around goes around. Clearly, like I said, I'm not perfect. I will always make mistakes. And I think that karma and the universe will reprimand me for the mistakes that I've made in the past, and so on and so forth. But to be honest, that is kind of like where I stand in life. It's just like, when people are rude, when people are mean, one thing I always say and believe is that it's usually a projection of themselves, like something that they lack or that they, you know, don't feel confident in. That's why they treat you the way that they do. And sometimes people are just mean, but like, when people hate on you or, you know, try to tear you down, a lot of times it's probably because they're something that they lack that they see in you. But like, I kind of got off topic, but I definitely used to care, and I still do care about what people have to say about me. But with time, I have learned that, one, specifically me, I think this goes for everybody, but I really want to speak from my perspective. I am just not everybody's cup of tea, and that's just the tea, okay? That is really just the hard tea. I am very extroverted, I have a big personality, and like some people just don't like that, you know, like that's just how it is. And so I kind of just came to terms with not everybody's gonna like me, and that's okay. You know, the people in your life that do love you and do care about you, those are the people that you need. And honestly, like, I'm gonna cut this out, but fuck the rest. Just kind of like, okay, like, you don't like me, okay, like, okay. That's it. There's no shame in having people not like you. Like, I just refuse to believe that, like, you should feel shameful for people not liking you. I still care a little bit about what people think, but it's changed so much from how I used to be growing up, and like even in high school. Like, I feel like I did not want to offend anybody. I didn't want to get on anyone's bad side. I didn't want anyone to not like me or dislike me. But I think one thing that's really helped me, you know, stop caring about what people think is just like having a good support system. And that's hard because if you don't have one, it's hard. Like, trust me, but knowing that I have people who love me for who I am and will support me no matter what. I mean, obviously they may not support every single decision that I make or so on and so forth, but like people just loving you and supporting you for who you are is something that I just think is so beautiful, and it's so empowering. And so just having a support system, like I have such great friends and family, and even people who aren't really my friends, but just like people that I know who support me, you know, or just like look up to me as a person, and that just really empowers me. Because like haters are, you know, everyone says haters gonna hate, and that's the tea on that. Like, people are always gonna see something in you that either intimidates them or that they don't like, and so on and so forth. It's just like, that's out of your control. You can only do what you do, and if they just don't like you, girl, they just don't like you. You know, like I don't like everybody that I meet, and not everybody who meets me is gonna love me. So just like knowing that, and knowing that that's just them, that's just on them if they don't like you. But that's just if someone just like doesn't care for you. But for people being mean and rude and like trying to tear you down, honestly, I think the biggest thing I can say with why I don't care what they think now most of the time is that it's usually a projection. Like, I'm a very confident person because I've grown so much, and I've not always been this way. Like, there's been times where I absolutely hated myself growing up. Like, that's just who I was. I was a very insecure child, tween, teen, and it wasn't until my late teens and now into my 20s where I feel like I've grown so much that I'm just like so secure with who I am as a person. And like, I'm not perfect, and I realize that, and it's just like every day trying to get better. But just like, people are gonna be intimidated by that. If they see something in you that they wish they had, you know, confidence, beauty, kindness, literally anything, if they see something that they lack, they're probably gonna hate on you unless they're just really good people. So just knowing that most of the time if people are being mean or hurtful or saying hurtful things, or, you know, bringing you down, it's because they're insecure, and it's a projection of something that they struggle with, and nothing that has to do with you. So I would just say, really stick to the people who care about you, and just remember that people love and support you, and stick close to them, and then just honestly, like, forget the rest. There's this song by Kehlani that I love, and it says, they're sleeping on me, but I don't waste my time trying to prove that I'm something to see. So that really speaks to me, because like, people are gonna sleep on you, they're gonna hate on you, and that's just gonna happen. But don't run around trying to prove yourself to them, because they don't even deserve it. You know, like, be a good person, do you, and just focus on that. And like, the people who are with you, they're with you regardless. And if they fall off or whatever, like, or if they show you that they're not with you, then like, you didn't need them in the first place. So that's really what I have to say about that. It's just like, the people who sleep on you, the people who hate on you, like, don't try to prove yourself to them, because in the long run, like, why do you even want their approval in the first place? Because like, that just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what I have to say about that. But that was such a great question. And I do still care about what people think. Like, that's never going to change. I think always deep down there is, like, some part of us, and it's just human nature that we care. But just, like, getting to the point where you care the least, you know? And just, like, being secure with yourself and just knowing, like, I am who I am. I just think that's so powerful. It's just, like, this is me. And that doesn't mean, like, all of the flaws that you have, just like using that as an excuse to be like, this is just who I am. But I'm just saying, like, your personality, who you are, like, just being like, this is me. If you don't like it, then, like, move, like, get out of my way. And that's just kind of like, that's really my philosophy with life. Like, this is me. I'm unapologetically Skylar. And if you don't like it, then don't watch my videos, don't follow my page, don't look at my stuff, don't associate with me. And I won't associate with you. TP, I don't know if TP would watch this video, but TP, thank you for submitting a question. He said, do you believe that everyone is made for someone? I do. I firmly believe that. I am a hopeless romantic, and sometimes, like, when I get frustrated about my life and, like, love life and stuff like that, I'm like, it's not real. You know, like, I'll just try to convince myself that I don't believe in that and that I don't think that's real, but I genuinely do. I think that soulmates exist. I believe that wholeheartedly. And yeah, but I'm going to elaborate. So let me tell you a fun little story about my life. And about what I know about soulmates. So I believe that, honestly, I'm a very spiritual person, and I'm still figuring out what I believe, per se, like, what I believe in, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that I will be led to the path that I should take, and I will be led to my spirituality by the time my life is over in this life. So, but right now, I rely very heavily on the universe, I would say. I believe that the universe sends us signs and signals about life and so on and so forth, and like, hold on, sorry, and all that good stuff. I also believe in angel numbers. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically just that you have guardian angels that watch over you, and they send you numbers, and they're usually in the form of repeating numbers, but that doesn't always mean that's the form that they show up. So like, say you just repeatedly see like 222. Like, you look at the clock, you see 222. You go, you know, drive past a gas station and the gas prices are 222. You go down a street and you see 222. Like, I believe that that is your angels trying to communicate with you and tell you that you are on the right path. And like, some people will see like other numbers. Like, you could see maybe like 14 all the time, or like 121. It really doesn't matter. But whenever that happens, whenever I feel like I see a number that is probably from my angels, I'll just like do a Google search to see what that means. And most of the time it's just telling you, like, you know, either this is like showing you closure, or like this part of your chapter of your life is going to end, or you're on the right path, or this is the number for soulmates, and blah 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 blah. So yeah, I believe that angels and the universe, there's definitely something up there watching out for us and leading us through life. I also believe that everything happens for a reason. Some people don't believe that, but I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason, whether it's good, bad, whatever. It's meant to teach you and bring you to where you're supposed to be in life. So I believe that, and with that, I believe that you have soulmates. I don't think that you're limited to just one soulmate. I don't believe that. I think there are different soulmates that you meet in your life. Some of them are friends, some of them are, you know, lovers. It really just depends. But I think that your person or your different people come into your life at different times to teach you things. And unfortunately, one thing I had to learn last year is that sometimes your soulmate is not always the person that you end up with. And that really broke my heart. And like, you know, if you don't want to hear that, I'm sorry. But like, this is what I believe. You can believe whatever you want, but this is what I believe, is that, you know, before this, I always thought that you were supposed to end up with your soulmate. But after something that happened to me where I felt like I lost mine. And like, of course I have faith that, you know, if we are meant to be together, we will, but I don't think that's the case. I think that this person came into my life to teach me a lesson, and that's what happened. But I do firmly believe that people are made for each other, because if you think about it, like, there are so many people in this world, so many people, and I used to really be concerned. Like, I would be like, it's just so weird how I'll never know, you know, certain people across the, like, I'll never know somebody, well, I probably will never know anybody in like Sri Lanka, you know, like, it's just so weird to me thinking that there's so many people and these are the only people that I will ever meet. And I kind of just realized, like, I think it's because these are the people I'm supposed to meet. You get what I'm saying? Like, people who come into your life, they come in for a reason, and like, I feel like you're led to different people at different times in your lives for different reasons, and they also leave for different reasons as well. And like, I just think that's a really beautiful thing. But I do believe that people are made for each other. I do believe in soulmates. I think that that is the truth. But I also do think that sometimes you don't always end up with your soulmate, and that's really sad. But the whole concept and idea behind soulmates is that in each life, you know, you're led to your soulmate because your souls just attract to each other. And sometimes I read something that really just blew my mind. And sometimes you'll meet your soulmate, and in this life you are just not supposed to be together. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna be together. It just means that in this life you won't be. So basically, like, I read this story about this woman who felt so strongly that this was her soulmate, and she knew that, and he knew that, but he chose to be with somebody else instead. And basically she had this epiphany where she realized that he had been her husband in several lives before, but in this life he was supposed to love this other woman, and then in forthcoming lives they would be together. And like, yeah, so sometimes I do think that you don't always end up with your soulmate, which I really think is so sad. But that doesn't mean that, you know, you don't love people. I don't know, like, you still will love people even if you're not with your soulmate. So, but I also believe that you fall in love several times in your life, and you have more than one soulmate. So I think I probably have another soulmate out there, and that this person wasn't the only one that I'll ever experience. But the short answer to that question is yes, I do believe that people are made for each other. But I don't always think that you end up with the person you were supposed to be made for. T. Maddie asked me if I'm single, asking for a friend. I am single. And you know that. She also said, do you love this shit? Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous? I do love this shit. I am not high right now, and I do get nervous. But only when you're around. Favorite song right now? That's a good question. So right now my favorite song would probably be, it's not a new song. It's probably Don't Run by Party Next Door. I am a big Party Next Door fan. And like I was saying earlier, I didn't start expanding my music taste until I got to college, and that's when I started listening to Party. And so, like, I listened to most of his stuff, but every once in a while I'll get, like, obsessed with a particular song. I'll get obsessed with a particular song that's been out for a really long time because, like, I didn't listen to that type of music when it did come out. So yeah. Don't Run by Party Next Door. Love that song. Love him. Go listen to him. Just, like, please. It's also my outro music because, like, I'm obsessed with it right now, so. That's my favorite song. I need to get my stuff together and go. So I will talk to you in a little bit because right now I really need to focus, and, like, when I'm talking to this camera I feel like I don't focus as well as I should. So I'll be back in a little bit. My hair is still drying because I put water and some stuff in it, so that's why it looks like this, but I just put my hair down and we are about ready to go. I think I have everything, but you know that feeling, oh wait, I just realized what I forgot. You know that feeling when you know you're forgetting something but you can't remember what it is? I was feeling that and I just remembered it's my retainer and my medicine, which I feel like I'm almost out of. But I am soon about to switch over to my phone camera because I'm not going to bring this big DSLR with me to vlog. So if you notice a shift in the quality, that is why. But yeah, I'm about to finish getting my stuff. It's pretty much done. I just need to get it. And go to the bathroom and then dip. So also I wanted to say, I forgot, there's something that I've just remembered that I wanted to say about Bella's question, which was, how did you stop caring? And did you ever care? Also, I started to stop taking things personally, which is like probably the biggest thing for me. It's just to stop taking it personal. Like, it's just, if you just tell yourself it's not personal, then it makes everything a little bit easier. Do I always implement that in my life? Absolutely not. A lot of times I will take things personally, but like the sooner that you just stop, it makes things a lot easier because then you stop getting offended by things that people do and you're just kind of like, okay, it is what it is. You did that and I'm not going to take it personally. I'm just going to accept it for what it is and move on. So I will see you on my phone. I'm not sure what exactly I'm gonna pick up next with you, but time will tell.